So I know you're passionate about renewables. What are you passionate about outside of renewable energy?
Yeah, great question. I think having been in lockdown here in Melbourne through a pretty dark and difficult winter, it's probably allowed me to check back in and focus back on the other things outside of work that I'm passionate about. Family is really important to me. One of the upsides of lockdown is I've got to spend a lot more time with them. It's kind of what motivates me probably more than anything else. I've got two daughters, 11 and 13, and spending time with them, and my wife is really part of my reason for being. Look, I love to exercise and look after myself, and I spend a fair bit of time, I guess, call it what you like, self-care, looking after myself both physically, and I guess that there's a strong link there as well to my mental health. And so I'm a passionate bike rider. I'm a real cycling enthusiast. So I took up riding probably about 5 years ago, road riding. So I spend as much time as I can either out on the road on my bike or on the trainer. Through lockdown, it's on the trainer in the lounge room. I watch a lot of cycling on TV. So again, through lockdown, I've been watching a lot of the European cycling. I was up till midnight last night watching a stage of the Giro d'Italia. So cycling's a real passion of mine. And I'm a pretty enthusiastic gardener as well. I think this goes back to my childhood growing up in the country and on a farm. But I've got a native garden out the front and a veggie garden out the back, and so I quite like going out and getting my hands dirty and spending a bit of time in the garden. So they're probably my main passions. Okay.
So the big question is, does Kane Thornton shave his legs? I suppose that's what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Look, I wear Lycra. That's as far as I'll go. I don't shave my legs. I'm not one of those. I still don't understand why cyclists do shave their legs, to be honest. I mean, they talk about because they get a massage every day. Well, I don't get a massage every day, so there's no need there. They also talk about as your skin recovers quicker if you have a crash and slide across the bitumen, and that may well be true, but I don't plan on having too many crashes. I try and keep the bike upright. So I don't shave my legs, but I have been seen occasionally. When we're in the office, I often ride to work, and I try and conceal my my lycra-clad body from my colleagues. I think it's the worst possible thing, isn't it? Running into your boss in the change rooms wearing lycra or something. No one wants to see that.
It's interesting. There was actually once again for the viewers, today's the 21st of October. There was a ride for cancer over in Perth the other day. There was quite a few people from the solar industry who did that. I think one guy, do you know Rowan from Infinite Energy, Rowan McGlue? So he raised something like 20 grand for that event towards cancer research. It's just phenomenal. I think it was a 200k ride. Do you often get out there and do the long rides like that, or?
Look, 200Ks is right out the extreme of my physical ability. I'm passionate about riding. I don't think I'm that good at it, and 200Ks is a bit beyond me. But it's an increasingly popular sport, and I've thought about it a few times whether it's time to get an industry, get a bit of an industry club or something going. So I think there's an opportunity there. Given every time I talk about cycling at an industry event, more and more people come up to me and say, "Yeah, hey, I'm into bike riding as well." So maybe there's something in that for the future.
The all energy 50k.
What do you reckon? That's right. Are you in, Sean? What do you look like in lycra?
To be honest, I don't know, and thankfully I don't know, because it's not going to be pretty. I can tell you. I inherited my genetics from my father, and he's quite top heavy, and we've got really skinny little legs, so kind of like a frog, I suppose, is what I would most likely look like, I think.
Yeah, it can be quite humbling, I find. It's wearing lycra is it's pretty uncomfortable at first, but after a while, it's sort of, I don't know. you've got to become at peace with, with your full self, no matter how sort of, how top heavy or saggy, or whether you've got bulges in the wrong places.
Okay.
I find it quite humbling, really. So.
Well, look, I tell you what, I'll agree to the challenge, but I've got a challenge for you. So at the moment, have you heard of Call of Duty?
I have
Okay.
indeed.
Do you play?
I don't play Call of Duty, but one of the things I've done through the lockdown period with my younger daughter, my 11-year-old daughter, is play Fortnite, which is, I think, Fortnite's is a fairly civilized version of Call of Duty, but it's the same concept. I really enjoy playing playing games. It's been a really nice thing to do with her as well. So yeah, I'm familiar with Call of Duty. I haven't played it a lot, but I'd be happy to participate.
Okay. Well, look, so Clenergy, I had this idea the other day because, esports is becoming huge, and I was talking to one of our customers over in Perth, and actually a few different customers, and they mentioned that, what are you doing, lady? You want to jump on, play some Call of Duty, or play some online video games? To be honest, I'm not a gamer. I never really was. But I downloaded the Call of Duty Warzone game and took a look, and I played for about 20 minutes, and then I kind of just couldn't put the controller down after that. So I could see the look of disappointment on my partner's face when she realized that, oh, great, actually, this is possibly something I'm going to have to deal with moving forward. But anyway, so what we're thinking about is maybe creating similar to your bike race or bike events for the solar industry thing, maybe a Clenergy Battle Royale esports challenge where different people from the industry can put together teams. So you might have a CEC team, and there'll be a Clenergy team, and then we'll give away some prizes at the end of it. So I'll come for the bike ride if you agree to head up that team. What do you reckon?
That sounds easy. I think I've got the easy deal there. So if you've done the Lycra, I'll come online. Sounds good. I don't. There's got to be some. There's a fair few hipsters in the CEC team, and I reckon there's some gamers buried amongst them. I'll test that one out, but I reckon there'll be a few in there that'll be pretty keen to join.
Oh, I'm sure there is, and since lockdown, I'm sure there's quite a few more than there would have been otherwise. It's
That's right.